Hello everyone, it's Alex from Eureka Languages again, and today I'm going to be talking about the third tone in Mandarin. Now, as you all know, Mandarin is a tonal language, and one of those tones confuses learners of Mandarin more than others. It's the third tone. So of the four tones in Mandarin, why does the third tone confuse most learners more than the others? It's often not pronounced the way it's meant to. So for those of you not familiar with Mandarin, let me introduce you to the four tones. If I were to use the pinyin of ma, then the four tones would be ma, 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 ma. Now the third one, let me repeat it, is ma, and here is where a lot of learners often go wrong. If I were to pronounce it painfully correctly, it would sound like ma. There is a fall and then a rise at the end. Ma. Now, nobody actually pronounces it like that. Now, in very rare instances, we may deliberately pronounce the third tone as it is actually meant to be pronounced purely for theatrical purposes, for drama. 我老板没怪我他全怪你 Now note that the word for me or I, 我 has the third tone. So if I were to say it deliberately, loudly and clearly, it would be 我. But nobody actually pronounces it like that, simply because in order to complete the third tone, we would have to pause and linger over that character. And that is simply not done when one is speaking quickly and fluently in Mandarin. So for example, the word us or we is 我们. I wouldn't say 我们. Like, that is just so completely unnatural. We truncate the third tone and it becomes 我们. And to say it in a complete sentence, 我们没怪他. 我们没怪他. I wouldn't say 我们没怪他. That is so completely artificial. Nobody speaks like that. Nobody. What has made this problem worse is that a lot of teachers who teach Chinese Mandarin as a foreign language would teach the third tone in its complete formal version. So they would teach you to say 我 instead of 我. But the truth is, in 99.999% of cases, if you were to speak to a Chinese person speaking Mandarin normally, rather than deliberately dragging out the words for dramatic effect, in most cases, they will truncate the third tone and say 我 and 水. I have actually stumbled upon a few YouTube videos which were trying to teach learners of Mandarin how to pronounce the four tones. And I was rather taken aback because the vast majority of them do actually insist on dragging out the third tone, and they would say 我. Nobody speaks like that in real life. So if you are learning Mandarin, it is important to understand the difference between how the language is spoken formally, how it is taught formally, and how colloquial Mandarin is actually spoken in the streets amongst fluent native speakers, and especially when they speak to each other very, very quickly, learn to recognize the truncated third tone when speaking with Chinese people. Do not confuse your second and your third tones. Be very careful to make sure that if you are saying a word like 水, 水, it does not end up sounding like 水. The difference is subtle but important. This is something you learn to recognize and get used to when you have more and more conversations with native speakers of Mandarin. So that's it from me on this issue about the third tone in Mandarin. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my app on eurekalanguages.com if you are interested in learning more foreign languages. Thank you very much everyone, and see you in my next video.